So I'm going to show you guys a couple of my guitars. Obviously, it's nothing, you would think nothing special. This is just one of those old PlayStation 2 guitars. What I did is I took a Les Paul, and then I completely modded it. Oh, I just ripped out all the guts. And you can see here, you got the battery pack inside. So really, I mean, batteries last such a long time. And since it has this, can't even think of the word right now. It's not a resistor, but more of a capacitor right here. And then this one for the original guitar does not. I had to keep the original battery pack for it. So you know, I figured the batteries just last such a long time that if I need to replace them, all I gotta do is pop up the back cover. It's not a big deal. Had to solder up this because obviously it's not a, you know, removable neck. I have up here, batteries out of it, but I have here is the guide button, just on and off for the guide button. If you hold it on, it turns, you know, the controller off, or you can turn the system off, or just one little quick is the guide. This button here, which is back there, is to connect it to the Xbox. That is wired into that little thing, which we know connects to the Xbox. Have obviously the start and select, whammy bar is wired in, the original circuit board is there, and then everything is kind of just stuck inside. I'll show you guys that this actually works. Let me grab my battery real quick. So we'll go over to my Xbox. So you see my Xbox has no controller plugged in. It even says, please connect controller. I do that. Turns on the controller. You can see if I hit resume. So I can't really. Sorry, I can't really.
Although we're both not close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something?
It's hard to show. I can show. I can show more of it. Actually, playability and whatnot. But yeah, this is just, you know, old PS2 guitar converted to 360 wirelessly. The reason why I did this is because out of all my customs, I bought a wireless receiver for PC on Amazon, and I only have one guitar, so I wanted more guitars, and I also have the 360 guitar hanging out there. And I'll show you my other guitar. This guitar is pretty much my pride and joy. I love the SGs from Guitar Hero 2. Don't mind the duct tape. My strap broke off the back, like I said last. I'm a lefty, so I took off the original one and put one on the back, but since I had to glue it, it snapped off me one day, and I lost it, so I would just kind of duct tape the strap on one time when I was playing with a few friends. This one is the most heavily modified guitar that I have currently. First things you might notice, the strum bar, the buttons whammy, and this, because the original SGs are all white. The faceplate, that's black, which is kind of weird, I don't know why. Some might have been white, but this one in particular was black, with a white strum bar, white whammy, white buttons, white this, and then the regular buttons just as this one is. These were pretty hard to modify. I wouldn't say hard, I would just say time consuming. That I had to shave down all the buttons so they would fit, because I took them out of a Les Paul, and it's not exactly just an exact fit, as well as the size to fit the hole, the height of them for hitting the buttons had to be shaved down as well. So yeah, like I said, I got those out of a Les Paul, I got this out of an Explorer, and then these two came out of a Les Paul as well. As you can see, if it focuses in here, it says select and start, but this says start and back. Whammy bar also came out of the Les Paul. Now, what makes this, let me put this down real quick. What makes this the most unique, just as equal to the other one, is I have inside all of an Explorer guts. So I have it for 360. I don't want to pop it apart just because it's not as simple as that one, since I worked on that one within the last day or two. This one has been put together for a couple years now. Well, I'd say about a year now. I've had the guitar a couple years, but finally finished it off. Yeah, actually, I've always just played with this guitar for PC customs because it's wired. My Explorer broke. I don't know what, I forget what broke on it, so then I just ripped out the guts, and I'd always preferred SGs over Explorers anyway, so it worked out really well. I love the playability of the buttons. It just feels so natural. I don't know. It feels not like I'm saying I did an amazing job, but it just feels better in my, since I'm used to it. You know, it just feels better this way. Nothing extremely special about it besides obviously taking out the guts for the electronics and replacing all of this stuff. I got lucky with the Explorer Strum Bar that it was the same. I had to shave down these buttons as well. The whammy bars, I think they're all cranked out of the same assembly line, so that wasn't even anything difficult. You can see here, it kind of like, it's hard to tell, but the hole is just not the same because it's from a PS2, this part. But I wasn't just going to leave it hanging, you know, out the side. Overall, like I said, this is my favorite guitar that I play with all my customs. You see, I'm doing every rose. This keeps on falling down on me. And again, this is the guide button. You can hear the guide go on. I can turn my... If you hold it, you can turn the controller off. It says, please connect the controller. I hold start. Then the controller turns back on. This, like I said before, is just to connect it. I have, since I'm a lefty, whammy, or not whammy, I'm an idiot. I have the strap button, or strap holder there, as well as I kept the originals. I mean, overall, I really like this guitar. I mean, I don't like the playability of it. The buttons are different than what I'm used to.